Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Echo Pod. I'm Lily, and I'm super excited to be here with you all today.
And I'm Kevin. It's great to be back, Lily. We've talked about so many fascinating aspects of our daily lives and leisure activities, from what's on our playlists to our gaming habits. Today, we're diving into a universal passion that brings people together and delights our senses: food.
That's right, Kevin. Today, we're exploring cooking and eating out, foodie adventures. This is a fantastic topic for English learners because it allows you to talk about ingredients, cooking methods, dining experiences, culinary traditions, and express your tastes and preferences. Plus, you might get some delicious ideas for your next meal or restaurant visit.
Absolutely. Food is not just sustenance. It's culture, history, and a source of immense joy. Discussing it provides rich vocabulary and practical phrases for everyday conversations. And before we whet our appetites with our discussions, we have a quick request for all of you wonderful listeners out there.
Yes, please. If you enjoy our podcast and find it helpful for your English learning, please take a moment to subscribe to English Echo Pod. It helps us a lot. And don't forget to share this episode with your friends who are also learning English. Sharing helps us reach more people and grow our community.
And of course, give us a big like. It really helps us know that you're enjoying what we do. So, subscribe, share, and like. Thank you so much.
All right, Kevin, let's start with you today. Are you more of a cook at home or a diner-outer? What's your general approach to food?
That's a great question, Lily. I would say I'm definitely more of a home cook. I find a lot of satisfaction in the process of cooking. For me, it's a form of creativity and a way to relax after a long day. I love experimenting with ingredients and trying out new recipes. Eating out is a treat, but cooking is my everyday joy.
I can certainly see you being a thoughtful, experimental cook. What kind of cuisine or dishes do you usually enjoy preparing at home? Do you have a signature dish?
My home cooking tends to lean towards Mediterranean and Asian flavors, particularly Japanese and Korean-inspired dishes. I enjoy healthy, fresh ingredients. I love making things like homemade pasta from scratch or a really flavorful Japanese curry. If I had to pick a signature dish, it would probably be my slow-cooked beef stew. It takes hours, but the richness of the flavors and the tenderness of the meat are just incredible. I use root vegetables, red wine, and fresh herbs, letting it simmer for hours until it's perfectly tender. The aroma fills the whole house.
Oh, a slow-cooked beef stew sounds absolutely divine, especially on a chilly evening. What is it about the process of cooking that you find so appealing? Is it the precision, the creativity, or the transformation of ingredients?
It's truly a combination of all three. There's a certain meditative quality to the precision of chopping vegetables, measuring spices, and following a recipe. It requires focus, which helps me clear my mind. But then there's also the creativity of adjusting flavors, substituting ingredients, or adding my own twist. The transformation of raw ingredients into a delicious, cohesive dish is deeply satisfying. It's like a little bit of magic happening in my kitchen. Plus, the immediate reward of a delicious meal and seeing others enjoy what I've prepared is incredibly gratifying. It's a very tangible form of creation, similar to how I enjoy baking. The sensory experience of cooking is also a huge part of its appeal. The aroma of garlic sizzling in olive oil, the vibrant colors of fresh vegetables, the sizzle of meat browning in a pan. It's an immersive experience that engages all your senses. When I'm cooking, I'm fully present in the moment, focused on the textures, the smells, and the sounds. And then, finally, the taste. There's nothing quite like the satisfaction of creating a meal that tastes exactly as you intended, or even better than you imagined. It's a journey from raw ingredients to a culinary masterpiece, no matter how simple or complex the dish is.
That's a beautiful way to describe it, Kevin. It sounds like a true passion. How often do you cook at home? And do you have any cooking rituals or favorite tools?
I cook at home almost every day for dinner, and often for lunch on weekends. My main ritual usually involves putting on some background music or a podcast while I'm prepping ingredients. My favorite tool, aside from a good sharp chef's knife, is my cast iron skillet. It's incredibly versatile for searing, frying, and even baking. I also have a collection of various spices from around the world that I love to experiment with. I believe that good quality ingredients are the foundation of any great dish, so I try to source fresh, seasonal produce whenever possible. I also enjoy visiting local farmers markets. It's a great way to find inspiration.
That's a true chef's approach. Now, let's talk about eating out, Kevin. When you do go out, what kind of dining experiences do you seek? Are you looking for fine dining, casual eateries, or exploring new cuisines?
Absolutely. I recently visited a small Vietnamese restaurant downtown. It was called Hanoi Street Flavors, and it truly transported me. I ordered their pho bois, and it was hands down the best I've ever had outside of Vietnam. The broth was incredibly rich and fragrant, the beef was thinly sliced and tender, and the herbs were so fresh. The atmosphere was very simple and authentic, almost like a street-side eatery you'd find in Hanoi, with plastic stools and bustling sounds. It wasn't fancy, but the food was phenomenal. It reminded me that the best food experiences often come from places that focus purely on the quality and authenticity of their dishes, rather than just aesthetics. Eating that pho was more than just a meal, it was a small cultural journey. The subtle blend of spices, the freshness of the herbs, the perfectly cooked noodles, it felt like a story being told in every spoonful. I also enjoyed the communal aspect of the restaurant, with people sharing tables and enjoying their food in a lively atmosphere. It sparked my curiosity about Vietnamese culinary traditions even further, and I've been trying to replicate some of those flavors at home since then. It was a beautiful reminder of how food connects us to different cultures and histories, serving as a delicious bridge.
That's a great approach, seeking out authenticity and unique experiences. Have you had any particularly memorable eating out experiences recently that you would recommend to our listeners?
I am so ready, Lily. Knowing your energetic and adventurous nature, I expect your food experiences to be full of excitement, new flavors, and perhaps a lot of dining out. So, are you more of a cook at home or a diner-outer, and what's your general approach to food?
That sounds amazing, Kevin. I love when a meal can be a cultural experience. Thanks for sharing your culinary insights. Now it's my turn. Are you ready to hear about my foodie adventures?
That's a very clear distinction. So, when you're exploring, what kind of cuisines or dishes do you particularly enjoy trying when you eat out? Do you have any current favorites?
You've got me pegged, Kevin. I would say I'm definitely more of a diner-outer and an adventurous eater. While I do cook at home, I make simple, healthy meals during the week. My real passion for food comes alive when I'm exploring new restaurants, trying exotic cuisines, or sampling street food. For me, food is an adventure, a way to experience different cultures and create social memories. Cooking is a necessity. Eating out is an exploration.
I can completely see that. It's about the entire dining experience. How often do you eat out, and do you have any favorite types of restaurants or dining styles?
I love to try everything, but I'm particularly fond of spicy food, so Thai, Mexican, and Indian cuisines are always high on my list. I love the explosion of flavors, the blend of spices, and the vibrant ingredients. I'm also really into Japanese izakayas for their small, shareable plates and lively atmosphere. My current obsession is anything with kimchi, so I've been seeking out authentic Korean restaurants lately. I just love a good challenge for my taste buds. The more unique and bold the flavor profile, the happier I am. There's a thrill in walking into a restaurant, sometimes when I've never heard of before, and seeing a menu filled with dishes that are completely new to me. I love asking the waiter for recommendations, especially if they have a chef special or something that's particularly authentic to their region. It's like embarking on a mini expedition for my palate. I'm also very keen on discovering local food markets when I travel. Those are true treasure troves of unique flavors and culinary experiences.
That's a great way to try many different things. Now, let's talk about cooking at home, Lily. While you prefer eating out, do you have any favorite quick and easy meals you prepare during the week?
It's definitely a mix of all three. Firstly, the convenience is a huge plus. No cooking, no cleaning. But more importantly, it's the atmosphere and the social experience. Eating out is a chance to connect with friends or family, share conversations, and create memories over a meal. I love the buzz of a busy restaurant, the curated decor, and the feeling of being taken care of. And of course, the opportunity to try new dishes and flavors that I could never replicate at home is exhilarating. It's like a mini vacation for my taste buds. I love the element of surprise and discovery.
Those sound like really practical and healthy options for busy weeknights. Thanks for sharing your foodie adventures, Lily. Your enthusiasm for new flavors is contagious. It's really interesting, Lily, how our approaches to food diverge. My focus is clearly on the craft and science of cooking at home, finding satisfaction in the process of transforming ingredients and the cultural meaning behind dishes.
I eat out quite frequently, probably 3 to 4 times a week, often with friends or for work lunches. My favorite dining style is anything that encourages sharing plates, like Spanish tapas, Korean barbecue, or Japanese izakayas. I love being able to sample a wide variety of dishes and share the experience with others. I also have a soft spot for really good food trucks because they often offer incredible, innovative dishes at a great price, and it's a very casual, lively atmosphere. I'm always looking for a good hidden gem.
Exactly. I appreciate the control I have over ingredients, the precision of a recipe, and the quiet satisfaction of creating something from scratch. For me, cooking is a meditative practice, a way to connect with ingredients and flavors on a deeper level. You, on the other hand, love the thrill of discovery, the variety, and the social interaction that comes with dining out.
Yes, absolutely. During the week, my cooking is all about efficiency and health. My go-to quick meals are often stir-fries with lots of fresh vegetables and lean protein like chicken or tofu. They're fast, customizable, and always delicious. I also make a lot of big salads with grilled chicken or chickpeas, adding different dressings and nuts for variety. And a simple avocado toast with a fried egg is always a winner for a quick, satisfying meal. I try to make sure they're balanced and full of nutrients. I also rely a lot on meal prepping on Sundays. I'll chop a bunch of vegetables, cook a batch of rice or quinoa, and grill some chicken so that during the week, it's just a matter of assembling things. It takes the stress out of figuring out dinner every night after a long day. So, while I might not be experimenting with gourmet dishes, I'm very practical and consistent with my daily cooking. It's all about providing fuel for my active life.
And our approaches complement each other well. I might introduce you to a dish I've perfected at home, and you might introduce me to a new restaurant or cuisine I've never considered. Both bring valuable experiences to our lives.
That's very true, Kevin. My passion lies more in the adventure and social experience of eating out, discovering new flavors, and enjoying the atmosphere and convenience. So, you're the culinary creator, and I'm the foodie explorer.
And for English learners, talking about food is incredibly practical. It's an everyday topic that comes up constantly in conversations. You can learn vocabulary for ingredients, cooking verbs, restaurant phrases, and ways to describe taste and texture.
Absolutely. And regardless of whether we prefer to cook or eat out, food is a universal language. It brings people together, allows us to celebrate, and provides endless opportunities for cultural exchange. It's a fundamental part of human connection.
It's an immersive and delicious way to learn. You're constantly exposed to new words and phrases in a context that's easy to understand and remember because it's so relatable.
Oh, definitely. From sauté to simmer, crispy to creamy, spicy to sweet, there's a whole world of food vocabulary to explore. And ordering food, making reservations, or asking for recommendations in English are essential real-life skills. Plus, Discussing food from different countries is a fun way to learn about cultures too.
It certainly has. And that's it for today's episode of English Echo Pod. We hope you enjoyed hearing about our culinary journeys and that it inspires you to try a new recipe or visit a new restaurant.
Well, it's been wonderful discussing our foodie adventures today, Kevin. It's clear our love for food unites us, even if our methods differ.
And we'd love to hear about your foodie adventures. Please leave a comment below and tell us, are you more of a home cook or a diner-outer? What's a dish you love to make, or a restaurant experience you'd recommend? We can't wait to read your stories and get some delicious ideas.
And don't forget, if you liked this episode, please subscribe to our channel. Hit that like button. It helps us a lot. And share this podcast with your friends who are also learning English.
See you next time.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll be back with another episode soon. Bye for now.